Hello there, friends! Welcome back to my office. So Perfume Mail is an idea that I had for a continuing series for quite a while now. Some of you who know me may know that I really enjoy trading perfumes, specifically samples and cheapies. Any perfumes that I have that I find myself not reaching for, I'm not going to keep in my collection unless I have a very good reason for that. Now, there are many precautions that you need to take if you're going to be trading online or otherwise using any sort of gray market to obtain fragrance, and I would not recommend doing this for very expensive fragrances. Anyway, one fragrance that I recently decluttered from my collection was Lolita Lempicka. Now, in no way do I think this was a bad perfume. In fact, I really liked it. However, it just was not enough of a love for me to keep in my collection. As the weather is cooling down, I wore it for a full day, and I just wasn't feeling it. It's lovely vanilla, but just not weird enough for me. Not weird enough of a vanilla for me. So I decided to put it up for trade in my fragrance community that's online. The item that I've traded it for is Lolita Lempicka, the eau de parfum. So this will be a blind sniffing, real-time reaction you'll be getting. I just got off work. How are you guys doing today? I hope that wherever you are, whatever time it is, that your day is going well so far, and that you are feeling great. Okay. Let's open this puppy up. All right, she has very carefully packed it for me with some foam and bubble wrap. Lovely. Okay, let's pull it out. We got a big bottle too. Ooh, cute. Let me zoom in. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Well, for first impressions, it's a really stinking cute bottle. I've previously looked up the notes, but it's been a few days, so from my understanding, this is a vanilla, cherry, iris, and violet and spicy kind of fragrance. I purposely have avoided watching reviews so that I can get kind of a fresh perspective and not really be influenced. Oh, look how cute! Shaped as a heart as well. See, these are the kind of details that I really love. All right, I've got a fresh tester strip, so let's try it out for the first time. Just from smelling the cap, I get a bit of powderiness. I like it so far. Okay, let's give it a spray. Okay, in the air, I'm already liking this. Yeah. I'm already getting the cherry. Okay, I really like this. It's cherry, makeup, like nostalgia. I never wore this fragrance in the 90s and early 2000s, but that's when I was a child, that's when I was growing up, so this was definitely in the air and worn by people when I was growing up, and it does smell familiar to me. Yeah, I'm mostly getting the cherry, a little bit of spice. The licorice is not as loud as I had been expecting. I knew going into this that there was going to be a licorice note. Very, very mild to me, but we'll see how that changes on skin versus on paper. I've really been wanting to add a cherry scent to my collection. Well, a couple cherry scents. So this was very fortunate. It happened to be one. It smells like something that I would have loved to have worn when I was younger. Like, I think of myself when I was maybe 10, 11, 12, 13. I was one of those whimsical children that's, you know, walking around outside coming up with stories about fairies and, you know, wandering around in the woods and setting things on fire. Yeah, this is the perfume that version of me would have worn. Yeah, to my nose, it's not overly complex. It smells like a time and a place, for sure. Ethereal and whimsical are the words that come to mind. All right, I think it's time to test this on skin now. I'm gonna spray a bit on my hand. Wow. That is quite a difference between paper and skin. That's crazy. Much more herbal and medicinal on my skin. I'm getting that licorice. Wow. Much more of that waxiness. Wow. Yeah, on paper, I was getting more so the cherry and the spices, but on my skin, I'm smelling licorice, those aromatic, almost medicinal qualities of the fragrance. This is neat. Let's see how it dries down. Okay, I am looking at the info on Fragrantica for this. Lolita Lempicka was launched in 1997, a fruity gourmand fragrance for women. Created by Annick Minardo and Christian Dussolier. Lolita Lempicka is a fragrance based on licorice, beautiful anise note, and perfect match to licorice and violet. The intensive green ivy note is fresh and optimistic. The almond is in harmony with woodsy iris and sweet vanilla, united with heliotrope and tonka. One of the pros and cons listed on the Fragrantica reviews is actually kind of funny. It says, may bring back sad memories for some users. Yeah, I'll give this one a wear. I'll give it a good few days of actual wear before I can determine whether it's something I want to wear repeatedly or not. So we'll try it out and I'll let you guys know. I don't see this being something that lasts super long on my skin, but again, we'll find out. My first impression so far is I like it. Cute bottle. Less medicinal than I was expecting, less challenging than I was expecting. And yeah, I feel a little, when I smell it, I feel a little nostalgic for the early 2000s, but in a good way and not in like a remembering your trauma kind of way. So that was our first impression of Lolita Lempicka. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Appreciate you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye. In the book Perfume, The Alchemy of Scent by Jean-Claude Elena, the author states, whether odors are good or bad doesn't matter. These materials are like words, and I use them to tell a story. Perfume has its own syntax, its own grammar. My nose is nothing more than a measuring instrument. I use it to test, to compare, and to evaluate in order to mark, correct, and repeat the work in progress.